Lone Star Capital right now has this big audacious goal, and the goal right now is $300 million in acquisition. How much of a pressure that is for you, and how do you plan on executing on that big audacious goal as the director of business development for Lone Star Capital?
I think to answer your question, when I was starting off in a business with Lone Star Capital after residential real estate, I felt a lot more pressure, like the other ribs on my shoulders. And then I realized that just control what you can control and do what you're going to do. And if you put the work in and day out, and you grind it out and you show up every single day with a good attitude of enthusiasm, and you do the work continuously and go above and beyond and treat people well and do what you're supposed to do, then there's no pressure or no worries. So to be honest with you, I don't really live with stress in my life because I do everything every single day to take the measures to not feel overwhelmed. That is calling people when I'm supposed to call them. That is following up with people when I'm supposed to call them. That is doing outreach. It's going above and beyond. That's setting things up weeks in advance before conferences to make sure that we put ourselves in the best situation possible. So to answer your question, I used to feel a lot more pressure, but now it's just business as usual, day in, day out. Take care of the goals are the goals. We don't want to put a square peg in a round hole. As I alluded to, the biggest thing to me is to provide folks like yourself and anyone else that if we say we're going to buy a deal, we love that deal, and we know in our heart of hearts that deal is going to close and it's going to transact, and your investors are going to get what they signed up for. And there's going to be years where that's going to be easier to achieve, and years where it's going to be harder to achieve. That's not going to change your effort. I think I was more concerned, more worried, kept me up at night more, but now I sleep easy, knowing that we're going to put the effort and the work in, and we're going to do everything we can in our power, and we're going to grow accordingly. And I'm going to do what I have to do to get where I need to go to help the firm out. But I would say that my mindset has changed, just putting in the work and leaving it up to God to make sure that it's all good.